What's up, everybody? Up here in St. Mary's River for College Bass Tour Championship 2023. It's gonna be a beautiful day. My final college tournament, which is a bummer, but got 2 days out here to make something happen. Pre-fishing wise was not good at all. Almost caught a 40-inch muskie, and that was the only bite I got for 7-8 hours of practice. So gonna run some new water today to see what we can find. May run some old water, because there's a lot of good looking stuff out here, but there's no fish on them, which is interesting. So water's very clear, but yeah, we'll see what happens, and stay tuned. Make sure to like and subscribe this video also. On the first day, decided to run Lake George. We had a couple of stops on the way there, but once we got into Lake George, kind of found one area that looked like it was going to get weedy, and we stopped there to fish a little bit. It yielded us no bass, but it did yield us this fish. That's a fish.
Oh, that's
a pike. Gotta be a pike. Muskie. Pike or muskie? Pike.
You leave it in the water or you want it in the boat?
I got it. Thank you, sir.
Yep. That's a nice pike.
That's a nice pike. Well, I caught a fish. Well, we caught a fish. After catching that pike, we fished there a little bit longer before moving on. We ran to the south end of Lake George and joined the pack of boats fishing the channel out there. Couldn't figure out how to target the fish. We were seeing them on my Mega Live, but couldn't figure out what they were or what they wanted to hit. We then moved a little bit further south, and I saw this island, so I figured we'd start moving up towards this island where we did have a smallmouth follow one of our baits out and expose himself. So we started targeting this area and ended up getting this smallmouth. Yes, fish. Big smallie. Throw a bait out there. There's another one with it. Here, I'll fight this guy. Toss that bait out there. There's a follower.
Shit, oh, I just about fell through your boat. You sure you don't want me to just net it?
I gotta get some energy out of him, but just toss that way. I just need we gotta get another line in the water with. That's a nice smallie. There was another one right with it, so.
Just sitting right above bottom.
Yeah. Man. All right, get ready to net. You can leave that sit out there. That's fine.
Right, ready when you are.
Just watch that line so he doesn't get tangled up in it. But come on, baby. Come here. Yes! Nice. Thanks, Max. Well, I'll hook you up with that drop shot rod. Throw it out there. They'll eat it. Let it sit. Give it a little lift and then let her fall.
There's another nice one too, but yeah, sitting right here by the boat.
There we go. That should be number one. After catching that smallie, we stayed here for a good chunk of time. Max caught a sublegal smallmouth, and I also caught this sublegal smallie, which we'll see here in a second. We just struggled to find fish. Max lost a big fish at the boat off of this spot, and then we saw some other fish which we just couldn't hook. Once we started running new water, I caught a pike, and we didn't catch anything else the rest of the day after that. We ran further north back towards the launch and ended up meeting up with Matt and kind of chatting with him and seeing how things were going with him before heading back to launch to weigh in. Come on, girl.
There we
felt a little tiny tunk, and then I'm like, huh? And all of a sudden I felt tunk, and I knew that was what that was.
I saw the one earlier, Tom.
Steady here. Almost there. Almost there. And here.
Two down. Oh, that'll be close.
Yeah. It's gonna be close. Nope.
Dang it.
Sub, another one.
Day 1 results were 1 fish for 2.32 pounds. The first spot we ran to on day 2 was where we caught all of our smallmouth the day before. We weren't there very long before Max got hooked up on the first fish of the day.
I set the hook and it moved.
Yeah, that's nice. I tell you, her
That's not for you.
We'll see if she measures.
Close.
Oh, it's a little guy. I wouldn't even worry about that, dude.
Sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just go back to fishing, I'll get it.
Same little guy I caught yesterday?
It's possible. Can't get a hold of the hook over there. Oops. Gosh dang it. Little guy.
We stuck around the island area for a little bit longer after catching that sublegal smallie. Had no more luck there, which was disappointing. We decided to go back to the channel and fish the edge some more. Ended up finding some decent weed patches in the shallows along the channel, so I just put the boat like kind of on the drop off and kind of trolled us around and target the shallows. My co-angler was throwing a crayfish crankbait. Some of those smallies we had caught coughed up some crayfish. He was tossing that crank around and I was still throwing the drop shot. After a little bit, the craziness started with this fish catch.
Nice.
could be one. Oh, it's bad. We're good. Nice one. Oh, it's chaser. There's two of them behind it. Two of them right behind it. They're still right here. I'm just gonna leave it right here. They're both right here.
I cast in the right spot.
Close. They're over here. They're right behind me. Still right here.
Keep reeling them up. Don't let the tension off.
They're both right there.
Drop them down.
Oh, come on. Probably should loosen my drag valve.
Right.
Two down.
Watch the tribbles.
Maybe hook him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's already out.
Eat up.
I really hope that's not all I had him hooked. Oh, that's a nice one.
No, you had him hooked better than that, but it came off.
I don't even hardly need to measure that one. Yeah, there's two other ones right behind it too.
So Max put that one in the boat after catching it, and I still had my bait out the back of the boat for the followers, and one ended up eating it, and then this happened.
I'm on.
Oh, hold on, slow. I gotta get this out of the net. Just take your time. Shovel up through. I dug into it.
I looked at my line and my rod tip started bending over.
All right, I'm good. Ready when you are.
Oh, that's a nice one.
The other one I was about to say.
This one set the hook on itself.
Here.
I hope he's not hooked in the throat. Freaking awesome. I gotta thank Dave for this spot. Yeah. Dave gave me it.
It's a pretty dang good spot.
He should keep it. Nope. Hold. And wait. Alright. Let's go.
After that fish catch, we had a strategy and pattern to what the fish were doing to eat the bait, and ran with that the rest of the day.
Far away, and I said, "How?" He says,
Fish on. Oh, she's going back for it.
"I see it. I see it.
Hold on.
Keep coming."
Oh, he's going right to it. You're right. Got him? Nice.
That's why I had you keep him coming.
Mm-hmm. You didn't really want to bite it again, but you sure didn't want to leave it.
My line, I
Look
waited.
Look at all the crap he's spitting out.
Yeah. I waited. All of a sudden, my line, and I'm like, here we go.
As soon as I watched him, as soon as your bait hit the water, he took off after it.
We should keep. That was awesome. So you just pull him out like that for me,
Yeah, I'll
Max.
pull him out, you catch him.
I knew he was going to eat your bait if he... Oh,
Too early.
oh, hey, now.
There we go.
As he tries to jump out.
There we go. All right, new plan. I draw him out, you catch him.
Yeah. Nope, stop, bud. Nope, stop. There we go, folks. That should be number 4.
Unfortunately, that would be our last keeper and fish in the boat.
12 o'clock update. We are still at 4 fish. Seeing smallmouth right now cruising the drop-off edge. So that's kind of what we're targeting. They're cruising the edge, kind of in the shallows-ish deep. I don't know what you want to call it, but Max is basically throwing a crawfish imitation crankbait, and they're coming up and looking at it, and if they don't eat it, I fire the drop shot at them, and I don't know, they seem to be eating my drop shot pretty good. I've landed, I think, 2 that way now. So I had another one hooked in the mouth, and I didn't let him hang on to it long enough, and I pulled it out of his mouth. So But yeah, we're still working on it, and we'll work hopefully to get a limit. So interesting turn of events here. Was running pretty much everything on my boat, and battery died. My graph started shutting off. My trolling motor was, not, giving as much boost and stuff, and then then my live well wasn't as loud, and we were gonna move spots and try to turn the battery over, and it wouldn't even do anything. So waved a couple of guys down and got her boosted and started. So it's early, but we're gonna start heading back towards the launch because I don't want to run into that problem as far as away as we are. So still got 4 fish, and a couple are struggling in the well, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see you guys later.
How we did today? Big one? 4 keepers today. A little bit better day than yesterday. A few battery issues I heard. But we got back. So 7.96 total weight. Good job, guys. Way to recover.
Day 2 results were 4 fish for 7.96 pounds, and for the 2-day total weight was 10.28 pounds for 5 fish, and we took 20th place out of 27 boats.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching today's video. I just want to take a few more minutes to end the video by doing a little bit of talking. Wanted to talk a little bit about the tournament first. It was definitely a struggle and really tough. Never fished that body of water before. Absolutely gorgeous area up there. The Sioux is beautiful. All the surrounding waterways up there are beautiful. Never had been up in that area before, so that was really cool to go and visit. Had an absolutely great time up there with my family and my girlfriend, and of course my dog, and we had a lot of fun and enjoyed being up there. Tournament wise, definitely a struggle, and needed more time to kind of like analyze the St. Mary's and all the connecting waterways around it to find more spots with fish. And my dad had even asked me, he's like, do you think if you could have taken your practice day and the 2 days that I had the tournament on, and if those were all practice days, would I have done better? And I think absolutely. Should have had a limit on day 2. Day 1, of course, as you guys saw, was a struggle. Only the 1 keeper, and I basically went off of just looking at new water both tournament days. Essentially, my practice was not good enough to give me any sort of hints of where to go. I found that spot in day 1 where I caught that smallie, and caught another smallie off that on day 2, as you guys saw, and basically then adjusted to another spot close by and was able to find more fish. Definitely think I needed more time to search more areas of water, but it was definitely disappointing to end on that note for the season and for like my college career wise. I'm not the best angler, I'll admit that. I still got a lot to learn, as I've told you guys before, but I think I definitely learned some stuff up there. You're always learning. As for basically the tournament season, I am disappointed with how it ended, or I guess how the whole thing went. I mean, we had a great first start up in Traverse City. Kicked off the season the best I ever had, and then the wheels, I guess, kind of fell off after that. Struggled at the Grand River, struggled on Muskegon Lake, and then we had a great Saginaw Bay event, I thought. I mean, it went, I thought, well. Had a fun alumni event, which I didn't take any footage of during that day. And then we had, I mean, this was a fun event, no doubt about that. It just was a struggle to find the fish, and it sounds like that's what a bit of the field was. It was, and another person had said it was fishing small, very small, where the fish were. Everybody that found it was fishing there. So Lake George is where I was fishing and got all my fish from for both days, and there was a lot of boats in there. A lot of our other guys were in there. As for talking about my entire career, I have had an absolute blast. Fishing collegiately is awesome. I would encourage anybody to do so. So if any high school anglers are watching this, definitely give it a shot. I wish I had fished in high school before coming to the college level to actually have some more experience under my belt. But even if you are not a high school angler and you're willing to join a fishing club, fishing team, do it. You'll make a lot of friends. You'll learn a lot of stuff. Fishing collegiately has taught me a lot, and I'm gonna cherish that for a long time. But yeah, as far as anything else goes for the college fishing stuff, I started fishing in my incoming freshman year. So before even freshman year started for me, fished 2 events, one on Sanford Lake and then one on Higgins Lake. Struggled in both tournaments, but that's how it goes for, it was my first 2 events. What are you gonna do? For my sophomore year, had my first full season, and I had a blast fishing that, and I had the best tournament I ever had. Not placing wise, but weight wise. Ended up getting an almost 20-pound bag on St. Clair. That was one of the funnest fishing days I've ever had. Going into the year after that, fished with Matt Stites of Stites Outdoors. Fished with him that year and last year and this year. So I thought we've done very well as a team together. Didn't fish this final event together, which was unfortunate, but wanted to give another guy an opportunity to come up here with his boat captain not being able to run his boat. So College Bass Tour guys have been great. Really want to say thank you to Dave and his wife and his brother and everybody that has helped out with that circuit. They're really making it great. I also want to say a huge thank you to my family, especially my dad, for hauling me around and getting me a bass boat to use for my whole entire college career. I can't thank you guys enough. I love you all, and it's really great to have great supporters like you, and I know I don't say that enough. So yeah, thank you guys. One of the last things I want to say is just thank you to the guys who came and helped me out when I was having boat issues out on the water on day 2. The 2 guys from Southwestern who had a jump box that helped me jump my boat motor and get that going so I could get back to the launch. And then I also want to say a thank you to the one kid from Ferris who I kind of waved down first and came over to at least check on me and try and help. But yeah, my college career has been fun. Wish I could have had some better finishes, wish I could have done better in AOY standings during the years. But it is what it is. We're going to continue fishing tournaments, hoping to get into some more kayak tournaments here soon, and start fishing maybe some weeknighter tournaments, and then continue to fish weekend tournaments and go from there. So thanks to everybody for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.